So thank you, Prem Joshua, for accepting this interview. Would you be ready to answer some of our questions? So can you tell us first, why do you play in Osho's center? Because I heard in Pune here.
It's very simple. There are two very simple reasons. First of all, Osho is my spiritual master. And second, Miasto invited us to play here, so we come and play here.
I also heard you're living around here, right?
Yes. Yes.
And so did you meet, we were wondering, did you meet Osho when he was alive?
Yes.
Did it in some ways influence your music?
I would not only say he influenced my music, he is my music. I would actually say, yeah, because I have always been playing music for my whole life, ever since I can remember. When I was 5 years old, my parents gave me a flute, so I started my nuisance on the flute to play music, and I loved playing music. Many kids have to learn an instrument and then later on in life they drop it, but for me it was the opposite. I started and I loved it, and since my early childhood I have always played music. And I came to Pune in the 70s, in the late 70s, and even there I always played music. But then later on, when Osho went to the ranch and when he came back to India, I got the chance to play for him. Yeah, and this was an incredible gift for me as a musician, to be able to play for him almost every day for many years. Same thing with our bass player tonight, Sadgyan. He has been playing for Osho for many years. Same thing, tonight we have a guest percussionist, Rupesh, and also he has always been playing for Osho. So we're still playing together. We know each other known each other for a very long time, and we're still playing music together. Although now we hardly ever play to sannyas audiences. We play mostly what we call the world.
Yes, we have seen the tour all around.
Yeah.
And how did you come to this very specific style of music that is yours?
Well, it's very simple. I have altogether. I was born in Germany, and so I'm a European, and I have spent more than 12 years in India. So you know, it's quite a lot of time, and I'm a musician, so I somehow picked up a lot of Indian music, and I've loved. Basically, the sitar brought me to India. I didn't even know about Osho, and when I was 16 years old, I got a vinyl record of Ravi Shankar playing for the concert for Bangladesh with George Harrison, and somehow this record changed my life, because I was into jazz, I was into rock, and on this album Ravi Shankar, the famous sitar player, was playing together with Ali Akbar Khan and Ustad Alaraka on tablas, who is the father of the famous tabla player Zakir Hussain. And so hearing the sitar did something to me. Had an enormous impact. And when I was 16 years old, so after that, when I became 18, I went to India to learn the sitar. And somehow on the journey, I came to Pune, and another whole other story started.
And who was your master of sitar there? Was anybody?
I had several teachers over the years, and then eventually in the 80s, end of the 80s, I started learning with Ustad Usman Khan, who is a fantastic maestro who lives in Pune. So I have studied with him very seriously, and today I'm actually learning from his brother, because now I'm not based in Pune anymore. When I go to India, I'm based in Goa, and his brother lives in Goa. So now I'm learning from his brother, who is even more incredible.
So I think you almost answered to this. Who are your Indian musician master or guru, or who do you admire in the music today, for example?
I love Indian classical music, and somehow Osho explained the basis of Indian classical music. He puts it in a very beautiful picture. He describes it as the way of the mystics to convey silence through sound. So basically somebody became enlightened, and he somehow wanted to share his experience with the people, and he said, wow, it's so amazing, it's fantastic, also you have it in you, and nobody listened. So this enlightened one started to play music, and he played so beautifully. He made people cry, and he made people come into another state. So he realized that music has a certain power. It can really transform people, bring people to another state. And this is the way Indian classical music was born, they say. And now we are not playing classical music, but our music is based on Indian raga. All the compositions we play are based on Indian raga. And of course we're doing fusion, and we're doing very lively music, but it has its roots in Indian music.